Welcome to Pam and the Purple Couch podcast, hosted by Pamela Furr, with our co-hosts Dr. Manny Rodriguez, Missy Owen, and Loki DePristo. Together, we're going to dive deep into topics such as education, neurodiversity, autism, and applied behavioral analysis. Remember to click subscribe today so you don't miss out on any future episodes.
I'm trying to think
I have to ask you a question. So many times when we've recorded the podcast, I catch you doing that. Are you biting on your lip?
My cheek.
On your cheek?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's some that I just do it sometimes.
Does it make you feel good?
I wouldn't say feel good. It makes me feel neutral. It's just sort of a stim, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, a new stim chewing on your cheek.
I've been doing that.
I know. I just started noticing it though.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Are you chewing inside your cheek?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it have a hole in there?
No.
I'm just asking.
I'm just doing it because I just do it. Also, is this recording
so do you see?
again?
This is exactly what we're going to bring to your home.
Great. Great. I feel like I'm going to get real sick of... are you hearing this?
And that's what we're here to do. The next season of Pam and the Purple Couch will be real life, real Loki and Pam. And yes, that means sometimes I will get him with the purple pillow. He will get me with the purple pillow. But what does that mean? It means we're just being real. And we are really bringing reels to your home.
Great. Now, this is going to be the new bit of the season. I don't know when the camera's going to turn off.
That's kind of fun. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, that would be nice.
That would not be nice because now I don't know when to not put on a smile and when to do.
Oh,
and it's
so you've been faking it?
Oh my God.
I know. Are you faking it? I don't fake it. They know when Pam's upset. They know when Pam's being real.
Do they know on camera?
Do you know? Do you know when Pam's really had a Pam day? What about a Loki day?
What? I think a Loki day's a good day, I think.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. I'm doing the best I can, and I could be doing better than you.
Is that our challenge?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, what's tomorrow bring?
You're the host.
But we're the host. The new season means you're the host, too.
It says Pam. Wait, that's purple.
That's purple. Oh, microphone drop on you. So guys, what kind of arguments do you and your children have? What starts your morning off? The dishes not being done, the trash not being taken out, walking up to wake your kid up, and walking into the cyclone mess. It looks like a tornado that just you open the door and it's like a whirlwind has happened and that wasn't your kid getting out of bed.
It's not that bad.
We got rid of Loki's game room and isolated it into one bedroom now. And that's his realm.
Yeah, and it's better to clean. And if mom thinks that there's a problem, I say there's nothing on the floor. If there's something on the bed, then I choose it to be on the bed.
That's
if there's nothing on the floor, you can move around in it. I'd say it's perfectly fine.
And what's best for parents? Guess what we can do? We can just shut the door. That's right. This amazing thing called closing the door. And when you close the door, you don't have to see it
Let
anymore.
their child have the problem of clutter, because once they start realizing by the fact that they have clutter in their room and it's hard to move around, that's their response to say, hey, maybe I should clean my room.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
And when they don't have any clean clothes, what does that mean?
Time to do the laundry.
Is it time to do laundry at your house? Do your kids know how to do their laundry? Or do you still do it for them? Do you know many cultures, children start doing house chores at 4 years old? 4 years old.
That's a surprising number.
Yeah.
How do they even reach the washer?
Oh my goodness. Well, there's step stools. You can sit down and you can help mom and dad fold.
What if they fall into the washer?
Well, then we don't have to worry about that.
That's a little scary.
Well, age appropriate, Loki. So think about it. Children like to replicate what mom and dads do.
Yeah.
So folding dishwash cloths, folding face washing cloths.
I don't think we said this before in any of the podcasts, but I think folding is a very, very, very important skill. Not just in laundry, but in terms of paper craft and such like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Having the ability to learn how to fold towels, laundry, paper, what else can be folded? Tinfoil, I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's
practically anything.
it's still a very important skill, because if you get that learning by like age like 7,
Mhm.
they will be able to organize themselves much better,
I
and
never
you
thought
won't be
about
able
it
to
like that.
actually like do their own.
Is that why you liked origami? Like when you used to try to make
Did I?
Yeah, I want to say you were probably Loki, first grade, so you were 6, 7 years old.
It
Think
could-
about it. Paper planes, paper boats.
I couldn't make a paper plate. I don't.
No, you tried. You tried.
I think
but
it was.
you,
I think
you
it was
never
more.
did succeed at the
Not
paper
not even
plane.
not even today. I can't make a good paper plate. I'm gonna be completely honest. But besides that,
You do a great job folding towels.
do I?
You do. You've had a lot of practice.
Yeah, but then sometimes
Should we tell them why you have a lot of practice?
I don't know what you're going to go at, but right now, yeah, but I don't believe you, because every time you go in and you see the folded and you say it's folded incorrectly,
And then what happens?
and then you go right from left and then left from right, and it's like I've been doing the exact same thing. So what?
I was going to think when I've taken all your towels. So Loki likes to take his towels and just throw them underneath the sink. And then mom comes and finds them, and mom pulls them all out, and I leave them all on the bathroom floor. And then I go in, knock, 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 knock. Loki, you have towels to fold.
You put them out on the floor?
Do you think the fairy towel fairy does it?
I thought that was my own consciousness putting them on the floor.
No, boo.
You pulled my folded towels out and put them onto the bathroom floor, only for me to refold them again.
Yes.
And I thought that was myself.
No, that's been me this whole time.
Why?
Because you needed to fold them correctly.
Fold them. They were fitted in the drawers. They were fit in the drawers. And no. For the people at home, this may sound like I did a very, 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 very bad job at folding them to the point where they looked crooked. No, they looked like rectangles instead, when they should have looked like squares. And the reason why I fold them like rectangles is because they are thinner. If I stack them too high, then they're going to get jammed into the sink, and it's like, okay, I can't tug one thing out or else they're all going to tumble out. I don't have an entire pantry full of towels like you.
Yeah, but do you know what that's the cue for mom? The cue for mom is that then Loki needs to learn how to fold and wash his own laundry.
What do you mean fold? What does that have to do with anything? I said about the towels being organized, and I don't have that luxury of having an entire pantry dedicated, because you have like an entire like mini bucket full of towels. Yes,
That I keep folded.
Yes, and I have that same thing too, under the sink.
You
and
have 2 sinks.
Yes, I do have 2 sinks. One is for hand towels, and other is for actual towels.
How many hand towels do you own? Loki has a whole
I have
underneath
5.
sink, and the underneath sink gets 5 towels. That's it. Just 5 towels.
Okay, no, there are mini ones. There are the long ones. There's loins, like loincloths.
So you have loincloths.
like whatever the long rectangle ones are called.
Okay, so you have a bath towel.
Bath towel, okay.
Okay. Then you have a hand towel.
Then there's a hand towel, yes.
Okay.
And then is there a
there's-
basic towel?
Well, that's your hand washing. cloth,
Okay.
your washcloth.
So washcloth. Thank you.
Washcloth,
I have
hand
6.
towel, and then you have your bath towel.
Yes, I have 4 hand cloths, 5 washcloths,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think for hand towels, I think I
you
already
did
said 4.
hand towels, so now it's
Okay.
your bath. How
Yeah,
many bath towels do
I
you
think I have around 14.
have? Mm-hmm.
I've tried to organize them all to make sure they're even.
Mm-hmm.
And I make them rectangle, the big towels.
Yes.
Big towels, I make them rectangle so that way they are thin, okay?
So parents, we're going to send you a visual. Just wait for this to post, and underneath, Loki is going to share with you his wonderful collection of towels underneath the sink.
Okay.
And the reason we're bringing this to you is because this is exactly what most parents have to deal with on the daily. If we're talking about how do you keep your bathroom clean? How do you keep it organized? How do you keep your towels put together?
Can you raise your hand up a little bit?
I can.
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yeah, because I didn't want to like crush your hand. Anyways, continue with your monologue or something. It's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We all go through this experience together as one. We're here to show you that.
Absolutely. From our house to yours, right?
Yeah, this is the purple couch.
And our bathroom
and
to your bathroom.
Sure, man. am I being too rude? Am I being too mean?
No, you're not being rude at all.
Okay.
No, because this is our conversations, mom and dads. Just so you know, for Loki and I, it doesn't really matter what conversation we talk about. We're very blunt and we're very real with each other, all the way down to our bath towels, our hand towels, and our washcloths. You can imagine Loki and the opossums. We haven't had any lately, have we?
Yeah, no, because it's not cold anymore.
Loki was filtering nicely for you all. So I am one of those moms that had to have in Loki's individualized education plan, his IEP, the use of appropriate words, because Loki has his mother's potty mouth.
Yeah.
And so we try our best on this podcast to keep it as G-rated, but we can't guarantee that next season, can we?
Yeah, no, I could say balls, I think. That's what I was going to say.
Well, there's a lot of basketballs, there's a lot of tennis balls, there's a lot of golf balls, there's a lot of softballs.
I think this is the worst short yet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what do you want to talk about now?
No. Other topics that I have experience with.
Social media?
No, I was gonna.
How do you feel about social media, Loki?
I was going to think about a topic. Let me
think about it. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
You ready?
Right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Well, wouldn't that be nice if I went 3, 2, and 1? I'm not sure. Yeah, so social media. What do you think about social media?
Yesterday, I went to the dock, and I wanted to say that I think I had a relatively nice time at the dock because I had a chicken sandwich in my hand.
Yeah.
Right now, you were also, wait, no, it wasn't even yesterday, it was Monday, but you were laying in bed, and I wanted to send you a nice image of me at the dock.
I got hit by the flu bug the other day.
Yeah, and I wanted to show you that also, I think I wanted to save this for the podcast as well, is that, like, the way you get to, like, the park, like, with the dock on it is so confusing, because you know, like, that one turn that has the subway, right?
Yes.
It goes straight into its own neighborhood. That's a one-way street, and so you have to parallel park your way to like reverse yourself, go forward, because you can't just turn right and then turn left. You have to go into that neighborhood, then go onto the correct thing to turn left on that road, because you cannot turn right after you turn left on near to the subway.
So can you explain to our parents at home, that's you as a driver, correct? You drive all by yourself, don't you?
Yeah, and it's sometimes a little bit confusing because it's hard to find, like, we know what signs do. Like, if you could teach your child what a specific sign is, they're probably going to get it by visual representation.
You mean like a stop sign or turn sign, things along those lines?
Yeah,
yield?
but like when you kind of need to go into a neighborhood and you just kind of need to rely on that, like, sense.
Yes.
It gets a little bit confusing because once you see, like, someone mowing the grass, you have this moment of, like, please don't look at me, please don't look at me. I'm going to have a panic attack if you look at me. I will explode if you look at me. I just want to go to the park.
Okay.
And
so can I ask you, especially, there are a lot of parents, like, I was worried. I was worried years ago that you would never drive. I'll be real with you, Loke. When we were listening to all the doctors and all the therapists, you know, I just wanted to make sure that there were going to be things you could experience, just like driving a car. So for our audience that are moms and dads like me and grandmas and grandpas that were worried about their autistic young adult driving eventually, what were some of the things that encouraged you to drive but also held you back?
Well, it's not like a double meaning sort of thing. It's more so just like what actually brought me to drive was just sort of like not you. it was more so like driving with someone that isn't you to make me feel more comfortable, because the way you had me is like turn left, turn left, turn. You were my own guide when I already had like a mini map on my screen, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, I know what you're on to, but I'd like to do my own thing for once and try to figure out what I'm meant to do, because if I did something wrong, you would have
A panic moment.
you would have a panic
Yeah.
moment, and then that would make me not want to drive because I don't want to repeat that.
So was it best that we did driver's ed? Did that really help you? Because it was less
yes.
pressure of being with mom?
Yes, it most certainly did help. It's more so towards the fact of having a parent in the car while you're trying to drive your first time ever is
yes.
extremely stressful, because if the parent decides, okay, here, let me have the controls, then it's going to be a very awkward drive home, because it's not like what are you meant to say after that?
No, absolutely. I can still remember driving with Gigi. That's my mom. We call her Gigi. And Gigi, I was white knuckle holding that. I think when I got up, my seat was so wet you would have thought I peed myself, but I did not. No, it was just sweat and
I have
anxiety.
back sweat, don't worry.
So you know what I mean? When you're
Mhm.
white knuckle, that means you're holding it so tight that you're like, oh my goodness,
I got green knuckle. I don't think like
green knuckle.
yeah, like when you squeeze, like it turns a little bit green. Like
Oh yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. I think mine are white. You just must be an alien.
Oh wow, no, it's almost like we're white. I don't know. It's like yes, white knuckle, the thing when you grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, this is stupid. I'm sorry.
No,
Anyways,
it's not stupid. It's just you and I being us.
okay. Well,
And a lot of parents don't get to have this conversation as openly with their neurodivergent child. And so our hope is by us sharing these moments with the public that they may be able to show this video to their neurodivergent family member and give them the opportunity to feel safe and secure about opening up. So sometimes some of the things that you may find silly, nothing is stupid. I don't like that word, so let's not use that word. Let's change that word, okay?
I may still use that word.
No, I'm going to
sometimes.
call you out on it each
Okay.
time, okay? Because you're not stupid,
I know.
all right?
I know, but calling things stupid is fine. Like if I'm trying to say it in a joke sense, and I know it's a joke sense, it's
As long as you're not putting that down on you,
yeah.
okay?
I've changed my way of thinking. I'm not stupid. I'm just foolish sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and
You hear that? No one's stupid, but sometimes we can all be a little foolish. So come on back to Pam and Loki on the Purple Couch podcast.
I'm here too.
Hi, friends and family. It's Pam from Pam and the Purple Couch podcast.
And this is Loki from Pam and the Purple Couch podcast. It's literally just us now.
That's right, the two of us, and it's getting real. Make sure you don't miss an episode. This next season is all about us. To your home from ours. See you soon.
Bye.